Hello, grade nines. Hello, grade nines. Welcome back to another lesson with Mandy. Today we are working on grade 9 GEC mathematics question paper. Guys, please use this question paper to prepare for your November 2025 questions. Okay, before wasting any more time, guys, please, I'm humbly asking you to subscribe. This is our new channel. Guys, for more content and for paper 2 and section B, please, guys, subscribe to our channel and hit a notification bell to be notified of our future uploads. Guys, I will post all the GEC questions, both paper 1 and paper 2. Guys, keep on checking our timelines, keep on checking our videos for latest videos. All right, guys, before wasting any more time, let's get started with our question for today. Section A, which word describes minus square root of 3? Um, Number A, rational. Number B, irrational. Number C, undefined. And number D, non-real. Oh, guys, which one describes? Okay, first thing that we need to know, what is a rational number? A rational number is any number that can be written in the form of A over B, whereby B should not be equals to a 0. Can this number be written in the form of A over B? Square root, or can this number be written as a fraction? No. So, natural number, whole numbers, integers, all fall under what? Rational number. Any number that can be written as a what? As a fraction. Okay. So rational is out. What about irrational? What about irrational? Irrational is any number that cannot be written in the form of A over B. All right. Okay, like for an example, a square root of a square root of a prime number. Irrational. Any square root of a prime number, square root of a prime number. When you punch this on your calculator, it will give you square root of that number. It cannot be written in the form of A over B. It cannot be what? It cannot be a fraction. So now we are given minus square root of 3, and minus square root of 3 is what? It is it is irrational. It can be undefined because we have discussed in our previous question paper that undefined is any number that is divisible by 0, and non-real is a square root of a negative number, and the negative number is out. The negative is outside. It is not inside. Okay, guys, number 2, given 12, 18, and 27. What is the lowest common of this number? As I've mentioned in our previous question paper, the only way you can simply get the lowest common multiple is when we use a tree diagram. No matter, it might be time consuming, but this is the simplest way we can get lowest common multiple. All right. Okay, let's try. We have 12, 18, and 27. Don't be lazy, learners. Don't be lazy. Try, use this method. Yeah, we have 12, and we have 18, and we have 20. We have 27. So our prime numbers, we know that when we use a tree diagram method, we use what? Prime numbers. What are prime numbers? Prime numbers, any number that has true factor. It's one and what? And itself. Those number does not have any factors except 1 and itself. Like I've listed them in our previous video. Prime factors 2, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23 to what? To infinity. So number 12, does 2 goes into 12 years. We started 2 years. How many times? 6 times. 2 to 6 years. How many times? 3 times, and then we are done. So how about 18? That's 2 years. How many times? 9 times. 2 into 9, no. 3 years, 3 and what? And how about 27? That's 2 goes into 27. No, what about 3 years? 3, how many times? 3 and 9. And again, 3 to 9 years, 3 and what? And 3. So I'll write our prime factors here in 12. It's gonna be 2 times 2 times 3. For 18, it's gonna be 2 times 3 times 3. And then for 27, it's gonna be 3 times 3 times 3. So let's check the prime numbers that are in these three first. We have 3. 3 it is here. It's gonna be it's gonna be 3. And then LCM, it's gonna be 3 times, we're gonna multiply everything that is left. Now we're going to multiply everything that is left. We have we have 3, and then that's 3, and we're gonna have another 3, and we're gonna have another 3, and then we'll have 2, and we'll have 2, and then the answer is gonna be 108. So the correct answer is 108. Guys, what is the highest common factor of this number? Even with this question, guys, just start with the numerator, and then and then the denom and then the denominator. Guys, that's the simplest way that we can get the highest common factor. So let's start with the numerator. For 8, I'll draw. Then there is 8, and then there is 12, and then 2, 4, and then I'll have 2 and what? And 2. For 12, I have 2 and 6, and then I'll have 2 and what? And 3. HCF. HCF is gonna be, I'll start by writing for 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. And then for 12, it's gonna be 2 times 2 times what? Times 3. And then let me quickly, I think we have a space. We have a space here. I will quickly write ICF. And then for numerator, it's gonna be, we have 2. Let's make sure it's 2 times. We also have another 2 here, times 2. When we look for highest common factor, we don't multiply what the remaining ones, so guys. So it's gonna be what? It's gonna be 4. So now let's work out the denominator. The denominator is 30 and 36. So let's start with 30, 32 and 15, then 3 and 5. And then for 36, I have 2 and 18, and then 2 and 9. Then we have 3 and what? and 3. The highest common factor for denominator, this is for denominator. This is for denominator. It's gonna be it's gonna be 2. Let me start by writing by listing them. Let me quickly start by listing them. So for 30, it's gonna be 2 times 3 times 1 times 5. And then for 36, it's gonna be 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. So the highest common factor for this, highest common factor, it's gonna be the highest common factor. We have 2 here. We have 2 here. I'll write it down 2. And then we have 3 again. 3, and then the highest common factor, it's gonna be what? 6. The numerator were 4. Highest HCF for both numerator and denominator, it's gonna be 4 over 6. And we know that we can simplify this 4 over 6. 2 goes how many times? 2, and then it's gonna be 2 over 3. The answer is what? The correct option is A. Number 4, which graph represents direct proportion? Guys, this one is easier. The moment you see the graph that is increasing, the moment you see this shape, this is what? This is a direct proportion. So the correct answer is what? Is C. So number 5, a car traveling at 120 kilometer per hour covers a certain distance in 2 hours 45 minutes. The car then travels the same distance in 3 hours and 12 minutes. What is the constant speed that the car travels? So the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to look for a speed for a car traveling at 120 kilometers. That covers a distance in 2 hours 45 minutes. That's the first thing that we're going to do. Okay, so it's gonna be S is gonna be distance over what? Distance over time. So our speed is 120. So we're going to look for the distance first. Our speed is what? Is 120 equals to distance is what we are looking for. Distance is what we are looking for. Over how many hours? It's 2 hours 45 minutes. We have 2 already. One thing we need to convert now is 45 minutes. Okay, when we convert 45 minutes to hours, it's gonna be 45 over what? Over 60, and it's gonna give me what? 0.75, meaning that the time is 2 hour, 75. And then from there we cross multiplication, and then D is gonna be 120 times 2.75, and then our distance is gonna be 330 kilometer. But the question asks us to look for a speed. Because we have D, now we are looking for what? For speed. So S is gonna be distance over what? Over time. So S is gonna, my distance is 330 kilometer. And then time now, the car travels the same distance in 3 hours 12 minutes. This 12 minutes is gonna be 12 divided by 60, which is gonna give me 0.2. And plus this 3 is gonna be 3.2 hours. And then speed S now is gonna be 103.13 kilometer per hour. The correct answer is what? The correct answer is A. Okay, guys, let's proceed to the next question. And number 6. 5,265 is invested at 12% per annum compound interest for 24 months. How much interest will the investment earn in 24 months? Oh, okay, guys, in 24, how much will the compound interest? Compound interest means that we're using what? A compound interest for formula. The exponent of what? The exponent of n. Guys, A is the amount accumulated. This is the accumulated. This is the money that we get after some years. And then P is the initial amount, is the money invested, the money deposited. It could either be loaned. It's the money that we have at the moment, guys. So if you're looking for an I or N, just know that P is the smaller amount, A is the bigger what is the bigger amount. But here we are looking how much interest will the investment earn in future. A is a future amount. This simply means that we are looking for what? We are looking for A. All right. So my P is 5,265. 1 plus my I is 12%, is going to be 12 over 100. How many years in 24 months? It's 2 years. It's 2. Don't write 24, guys. 24. This is N is the number of years. N is number of years, not number of months. Right? We in 24 months is 2 years. Okay. And the answer is gonna be 6,604 42. Guys, I don't get confused. The question says how much interest. The question never says how much investment would be, the cumulative amount would be into the question says how much interest, meaning that we need to look for an interest, the money that we're gonna gain, right, from the money that we have invested. So we've invested 5,265 and we're going to get 6,604 after 2 years. What was the amount that we've gained? What's the interest that we've gained? So for interest is gonna be 6,604,42 minus 5,265, and then the answer is gonna be 1,339,42. This is the correct answer. So the correct answer is what? Is D. The correct answer is D, not C, because the question says how much interest. I hope you understand this. Don't get this wrong in your examination. Which expression? The question says which expression represents the associative property. The first thing that we need to do, guys, what is associative property? That's the first thing that we need to define before anything else. What is associative property? Associative property is when three or more numbers are added or multiplied. The way the number group does not change the final number. The way the numbers are grouped does not change the final number. I hope you understand this. Like for an example, I'll